Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, everyone? Mic check. You guys, everyone hear me fine? I know I blew some of your speakers out. I'm sorry. All right. No news today. We're good. That's it. Just a couple yellow folders on the day. Nah, no news. No more news. So we're good. YouTube, do you guys hear me fine? Awesome. All right, I'm just going to give it 2 more minutes. Let some people hop on. And we'll get going with the game plan. All right. Let's get into it. So, what I'm looking at, let's get some levels put up here. Let's make this chart look a little bit messy. So, we had a short zone yesterday between 595 and 595.75. We blew right through this thing, right? SPY is obviously bullish. If you've been watching the YouTube videos and you know how to read a chart, you don't need me to tell you that. Extremely bullish. So, I want to zoom out on the 30-minute time frame right now. And I just want you guys to be watching this level, okay? Let's take a look at 597.32, right? This green line on my chart. Let's look left, okay? On January 7th, we had a massive rejection from here, okay? On January 6th, we couldn't hold this level. We rejected it, and we had massive downside, right? You're talking about like 3 or 4 point drop minimum if we cannot hold 597.32. Let's keep looking left, right? We hold this area as a support. The upside potential is 600 to 602. Sorry, I had to sneeze. And SPY has an open gap to fill. We still have an open gap from December 26th, right? Boxing Day at 601.30. SPY is on track to fill this gap if we end up holding this level, 597.32. This is a phenomenal level to be shorting. Why? All we got to do is scroll out, look left, and we see that we had a massive resistance level, right, from January 7th. So where we're currently rejecting off of right now is going to be the make or break level for today, because we have seen by just scrolling out and looking, if we hold this level as support, we get the big upside. We hold this as support, we get the upside to 600, right? And there's a big resistance level. The only issue I have with 597.32 is we have another big level at 598.83. So this is how I'm going to play, right? The first 5-minute candle to close above 597.32, I'm going to be call focused, right? Until then, I want puts to 595. SPY ended up breaking through a bunch of levels, and I want to see 595 retested. I want to see yesterday's highs retested as well, right? So only if we get bearish confirmation at 597.30s, this is the level that I'm going to be looking for puts at currently where we are trading, okay? Where am I going to be looking for calls? I would love to see 595 to potentially yesterday's highs, right? with bullish confirmation. I feel like we have the potential to drop through 595, and that's what I'm currently, as of right now, looking at. Another position I'm about to start, MSTR, MicroStrategies Inc. Now, this chart is just following Bitcoin's chart, right? This company just buys a lot of Bitcoin, so it moves with Bitcoin's volatility. So when Bitcoin goes up, these guys are going up. They keep buying. They accumulated a lot of Bitcoin. I'm extremely bearish on this because I'm getting to the stage of being very, very bearish on cryptocurrencies. I feel like this is the last pump, the last rip up before we start getting some downside through the 90s to 80K range. Right? Speculation, of course. I don't have a crystal ball, but I'm going to be looking for a short position soon. Right now, we are at big resistance for MicroStrategies, and this is where I'm just going to be watching, because if we end up taking, and what is it at? January 6 highs. If we end up holding January 6 highs, we're on track to break through to potentially hit 420. Right? So if we hold January 6th, pretty much where we're trading right now, we hold support. I'm going to put this off until the mid 400 levels before getting my short position. Now we go back to SPY. Now look where we're trading at, okay? We'll even go to the 1 hour time frame. We ended up still putting in, right, a lower low and a lower high, okay? And then we ended up putting in a higher low, right, at around the 578 level. So since last week, we've been bullish, okay? January 13th. So we were able to identify this. We know SPY's bullish. We know we've been making higher lows and higher highs all week, right? All week. So as bullish as this is, we are reaching and are going towards massive resistance levels, right? Look when I zoom out, right? Look at the 597.30 level, okay? Look at all the resistance here. And look when we hold this level as a support. Look at the upside potential, right? This is a big level, but this is going to be not just top tick. Once we see weakness around the 597.30s, I'm getting puts. And my first price target where I'm going to go to is 595, right? This is the last stop. So if we're in shorts, this should be a 2-point drop from currently where we're trading at right now. Unfortunately, we're starting to see a sell-off at our key level in the pre-market. That's usually how life goes, unfortunately. But yeah, so we're watching this level. Potential best levels to be buying calls at, right? Now, as soon as we end up making yesterday's highs a support and get a bounce there, that's where I'm going to be going long, around the 594, mid 594 levels, 595. Then I'll be waiting for bullish confirmation. Again, if you look left, right, and you put your mouse at the highs of yesterday, you can see how much we respected the mid 594s, right? 594.30s to 594.50s level. This is a big level. All you got to do is just scroll out, right? So we see all the support formed here, and we see once we break it, we have big dumps. Now we'll click the daily time frame right now. We are breaking out a sloping resistance on the macro time frame. We're on track to be breaking out of it. So that's what I'm going to be watching. To the upside, what are the upside potentials? I want to see this gap filled at 601.30. I feel like that is, for small accounts and cash accounts and for swing trading, is going to be the best level. But again, where we're currently trading at right now is heavy resistance level. So let's wait for a break of structure, and break of structure for today for the puts. Man, it's going to be like 594 is going to be the break of structure, right? On like the full, when you zoom out on the micro, break of structure is going to be 595.30s. But for right now, everything's bullish. I don't like to even look for shorts until we're at a good level, and then we wait for the confirmation. So this is a great level to be waiting for the confirmation too short. Okay, 597.32 to potentially 598s. We're just going to patiently wait. If we see this level act as a support, it's going to be $1.20 up. So I'm going to be looking for calls when the previous resistance acts as a support. Until then, this is the level, and I'm just waiting for that. If we start selling off first thing at market open, I'm not touching nothing, right? I'm just going to be watching 595.75. This is the pre-market floor as well. And if you also zoom out, you're going to see that 595.75 was a floor. We reject it. We have downside. We hold this as support. We go up, right? We reject it, the downside. So 595.75 is the only level I'm watching if we start selling off. If we start getting a nice bounce here, I'm getting calls to hit our key level. And that's my game plan for today. That's what I plan. So we're bullish, right? We don't want to go against the trend. We want to stay with the trend, right? Go with the wind, as they say. So we're going to obviously look for calls. The only reason why I'm even talking about puts is because we're at such a make or break it level, right? But we've seen things like this. We've seen SPY do this numerous times when it has a big bearish pullback, right? And then we just start ripping, and then people just start shorting and shorting and shorting. And we've seen this multiple times where SPY just keeps going up and pushing and pushing. That's why 601.30, put this level on your chart. This is an open gap to fill on SPY. This is what I'm bullish to. We hold this support. We're going to no man's land, right? We're going to new all-time highs, what we were expecting from the mid 570s. Trump is taking office on Monday, so the pump's going to come like it is right now. But yeah, everything's holding. Everything's holding right now. Bitcoin skyrocketed, so which means what? Bitcoin's our leading indication for what? Money, liquidity, staying, entering the markets, leaving the markets, right? It's just a good thing to watch along with the Qs and the SPYs that there is money that it's holding, right? And Bitcoin is known to be a volatile, riskier asset. So once you see money getting pushed into cryptocurrencies because people are bullish with the Trump administration, try to avoid puts, right? And once we start seeing money leave, that's when fear is going to start entering the markets, and we wait for the confirmation for puts. But as of right now, there's been no reason to swing trade puts at all, right? Zero reason to. We've been bullish on SPY since the 570s. I shorted the VIX at above $20. It's in the 15s right now, right? So we're bullish until we have a reason to be bearish and to stop being bullish. So let's get it. Options, everyone open your brokers. Again, there's no news today, right? News is done. And what am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm opening my broker right now. I'm going 3 days out as usual. So let's get it. This is the make or break it level here. We hold here, we're rocketing. I want SPY to rocket right now. Right now, we are rejecting perfectly off our key level. So I am going to be looking for puts, right? I'm not going to trade the first 5 minutes, but this could potentially just give us a drop to the 595s right now. So ideally, I would be buying puts right now. It's a good risk to reward buying puts right now. Just my rule is not to play the first 5 minutes. Usually this is where the bulls end up taking profits, people who swung trade calls, and we get a decent morning sell-off right now. Again, 595.75 is the level to be watching right now. And there is no reason to be in puts other than this big pre-market rejection, but I want to see this reject in regular trading hours first. All right, let's get it. So, options contracts that I'm going with today. Let's take a look. Checking the IV. I don't care about anything right now. It's good practice not to trade the first 5 to 10 minutes. Let the volatility settle down. Yeah, January 22nd. Yeah, they're pretty in the money contracts, $3, mid threes. Yeah, I'm going with the 22nd of January. So remember, 597.32 is the key level. Add it to your chart, zoom out, and you'll understand why. Make or break a level, we got 595.75. We reject this. We're going to be retesting yesterday's highs at 594.37. So almost $1.50 trade in around that level. Once we reject down here, we don't need to be in puts right here. If we reject this level, this is where we can get in to ride it down. Usually open sell off when we get a nice rip, guys. The bulls end up taking some profits. And so we usually do get a little bit of a sell off first thing, unless we're extremely bullish and we start bouncing, right? So, but this is my level to be watching. Everything's bullish. There's no reason for puts, but we're just at a put level and we're waiting for the confirmation. You don't blindly buy. We wait for the confirmation. We're keeping an eye on the 30-minute time frame, right? We're looking for a nice rejection, and that's confirmation. And if not, this level comes support. This is where we buy calls to 599 to 600. But the 30-minute has a lot of potential dropping it can do to at least 595. I do a 597 puts. I'm going to go 597 puts on my screen right now. I don't care about the first 5-minute candle. Let it do whatever it has to do, and we're just going to play the confirmation. I do have a level of 596.64. We get a nice rejection there. I'm in puts to 595. We're still making higher highs, higher lows at the moment. We do not have confirmation for puts right now. And if you are bullish, you could potentially try 595.75 and 595.39. This little pocket we have right here, this is a potential call area. Got 597 puts on my screen. I'm about to enter right now for January 22nd. I'm just waiting. Well, I want the best risk to reward here. This is the previous floor. Look at the previous pre-market floor right here, right? So either this red candle is a big fake out candle or this is where we sell off. I'm currently just bought right now in 597 puts for January 22nd. My price target is going to be 595.75 at starters. I'm only in half a position size right now, and because we still did not retest 597.32 in trading hours. So I went safe. If small accounts, cash accounts, you can just wait, but I'm playing this previous floor here. We broke through it. This is the retest. Everything's bullish at the moment. We just had a bearish rejection in the pre-market, which usually leads us to 595.75, a little bit more of a sell-off. So that's the reasoning for my puts. Oops. And it's been extremely volatile lately, guys. So I've been selling the move when the move goes in my direction. Just keep that in mind. Good morning, Toy Story. What's going on, bro? So previous pre-market floor, we broke through it. We're looking for the rejection right now. This is why we're in puts to our key level 595.75. And remember, I don't know how big this move is going to be. We could bounce anywhere here depending on how strong the bulls are. So if you're in profit, profit stops on. And we should go to 595 realistically. But new low of day. I'll look to scale out. This is the confirmation candle. We should get a new low of day right now. And that's when I'm going to be scaling out. There you go. I'm trimming in the money. I'm in 597. There you go, guys. I'm up 28 cents. I just scaled out. I have runners. I leave 10 runners right now. You see how as soon as we put in a new low, we bounce immediately. This is why I was scaling out of that trade. This move doesn't look that big, but if you look from when we bought in, 596.87 to 595.90 is almost a full dollar move to the downside. And I don't think this move's done yet. We know where we're going down here. That's why I have runners. what I'm watching, right? So we didn't have to be in puts at the high of day. We just waited for the confirmation. We had a beautiful floor, pre-market floor here, which means a pre-market support. We broke through it on the retest. This is when I just bought puts and I sold the move. It was a full point move. Contracts did over 30 cents. What else are you asking for, right? You buy 20 contracts for $3.48 and you sell them, right? You're making $400 to $600 in seconds. You don't need to hold for the entire move. We wait for the confirmation, but I think we still drop, right? I'm still bearish. Why? The previous floor, it's been rejected. Our pre-market level was rejected, 597.32. Bulls need to get back over this key level, and then we'll wait for our key level to hit, wait for another rejection up here, and re-enter. And if you didn't get into puts, don't worry, there's going to be another trade. But look at this 5-minute candle, guys. This is over a $600 candle, just 20 contracts, right? You're talking about $9,000 to make $600. It's not that bad, right? It's just you need to wait for the confirmation. You can't size in heavy with a small account. You have to pick and choose your trades carefully. This is another entry right here, to be honest, for puts. Right here. And if we break the high of this candle, is your stop loss. I just bought again, guys. What did I get? $5.90. I bought the same contracts for $3.42. And my price target's still going to be $5.95.75. My stop loss is if we break the high of this previous 5-minute candle. So very, very good risk to reward trade. Now, I'm looking for a double rejection, to be honest, at this key level. We have resistance, came up, resistance. This could be another test of resistance where we end up getting the final drop. Look, another $200 USD right here in that little move with 20 contracts. Light work. Almost $800 on the day, freaking doing nothing. Now we have two 5-minute wicks. This candle's not done yet, but we have a massive resistance at the pre-market floor and our key level 596.64. The drop to 595 should happen right now. Again, your stop loss now is if we break the high of this 5-minute candle. You see this green candle? If we put in a new high, stop out. That's it. Very, very good risk to reward. Drop for me, baby. Drop for me, baby. Let's go. This is bearish as hell right now. Give us that new low. 595.75. Let's go. Let's go. Up 450 on this trader at 300. Let's go, baby. Go, go, go. Almost up 30 cents, guys. Another $600. There you go. I'm selling this move. I'm not waiting. I just scaled out right now for $3.69. I have 10 runners, and I'm going to sell right now again. And I just sold again for $3.83 from $3.42. Light work, baby. That's a 4-figure day trading 20 contracts. People think you got to size in with crazy amounts of money. That's 20 contracts, baby. Look at what we did. We just waited for confirmation, right? I hit the same trade twice. Honestly, the exact same freaking trade I took yesterday. We broke through the previous floor, came back up. This is where we short because it was a bearish move through a floor. On the retest, we were anticipating a put. Why? Because we had such a bearish move through that level. We bought the puts, we sold the move on the retest. Ended up buying again because it's already bearish, right? It's confirmed the previous support is a floor. We bought it again and we sell the move right to 595.75, right? I'm not holding hopes looking for a market crash. I'm selling the move. Good job, Favi. And that's it, man. Like, you don't even, people think you gotta trade all freaking day, right? This is over $1,000 in 10 minutes. Don't need to be sizing in heavy, man. I'm sizing in so light. So light. That's what I realized. Like, for me, sizing in small, I'm able to manage it more, right? And I'm able to hold longer than I usually do. But, man, everyone here can save up freaking 10 grand, okay? And you don't, obviously you got to be a lot more skilled to size in with 20 contracts, but hey, if you size in with 5 contracts with a good risk reward, you risk $100 on that trade. Each trade you would have made like probably $200-300, something like that. I dropped out of school, so someone do the math. But you know what I mean? Like, don't feel like you gotta size in heavy to make a lot of money. Sell the move. Have a good risk to reward. Stay away from same days. Save up money, man. Go back to work. Everyone here can get a job and save up friggin' 8, 9, 10 grand, right? I know some of you guys in America, you got cash accounts, so you got to pick and choose wisely, but and now I'm avoiding puts at the moment. I'm avoiding puts. And this could be a potential call play now. So I'm getting 596 calls ready to go. Why? Because we bounce off of pre-market support, 595.75. Above 595.75, I'm bullish to my key level, 597.32. Right? So now I'm just chilling. And this could be a put play potentially, but we already saw 2 rejections of this key level. We had a strong bounce from 595.75. So if we end up holding here, and come back and back test 596.40s. And where am I getting that? It's just a 9 EMA, right? We broke through the EMAs. I'm looking for a bounce, but potential. I'm not saying buy calls now because we're still trading beneath our key level. Nothing's guaranteed. I'm saying don't touch 0 days till expiry because it's a beast. It's a different type of beast. Both of my put contracts did over 30 cents 3 days out, right? The more capital you have is less risk you take. Think about options contracts as an hourglass with sand in it. You turn it over and the sand's pouring out. Same days, it's pouring out like water so fast, right? And the more expensive your contracts are, the further out they are, it's the slower the sand moves because options expire worthless, right? If they're not in the money. So just keep that in mind. The more capital you have is the less risk you take. Same days are, man, you can lose freaking $1 million same days because you just keep adding and adding and adding and adding, right? But if you have a system in play, you have a good risk to reward, man, you have the world in your hands, guys. Just stick with the risk management, man. Stick to the 1 to 2 to 1 to 3 risk to reward. Every trade you enter, you know how much you're willing to risk before you take that trade. And if that dollar amount hits, you get the hell out. I do it. For me, it just works better in my head, putting a dollar amount, right? Obviously, I don't do it now, but if you're new at trading, it's the stuff that you got to do, right? So if you're risking $150, you stop out. That's it. There's always tomorrow. Especially if you're on a cash account, you pick and choose the right trade. And I'm telling you right now, when you're on a cash account, you're not going to hit the best trade every single day. It's impossible. You're supposed to lose, right? This industry, you should be losing 30 to 40% of your trades. It's realistic. I'm not saying 90%, 95%. Even though I do have a very high win rate, it's still possible you lose, right? So just keep that in mind. It's okay to lose. I got calls on my screen, 597 calls for January 22nd. I'm about to make a stupid bag today. Come back down. I'm only buying calls if we retest here. If not, then that's it. And if you're just tuning in, 597.32, where we rejected in the pre-market, this is our make or break level. So for calls right now, it's one of two things. We put a lower high in. Are we going to back test our previous resistance and hold support like we did in the pre-market to go higher? Or are we going to put in a new low, right? So unless you have an effing crystal ball, you don't know. But we know everything's bullish. We know we had a strong bounce from 595.75. We had a strong push through the previous resistance level. So on the retest, it should be calls, right? That's why I'm actually going 596 calls. And this could be a fake out, right? So I'm sizing in lighter, right? I was sizing in with 20 contracts. I'm going to hit 10. Right, give myself a little wiggle room because I don't want to go green on the day or red on the day from being green. And this should be the retest to go higher. So I just bought calls right now. I'm in 596 calls January 22nd. This is a little bit more of a higher risk trade. It's better to wait for a little bit more than confirmation. I'm anticipating a bounce here. We do not have confirmation of a bounce coming, so just keep that in mind. And I'm in light, right? I'm only in 10 contracts. And if I can make an extra couple $100, few $100 in this trade, I'm happy. My price target, there's only one price target. Where? 597.32. That's it. This is an empty pocket right now. So we're either tracing back down or we're going to rocket to 597.32. There's nowhere where we can reject from up here. And usually when you see this big of a bullish freaking candle, the next candle usually continues, right? It's a big, big bullish. And look we're already up. Look I bought in at what? $2.80. These, oh my God, I'm an idiot. And watch, this is exactly where we're going to go, to this price target, 597.32. I would start taking profits now. We've almost went up over 50 cents, right? It's a good level to start trimming and leave some runners. And this is where you start trimming a little, right? And if we end up breaking 596.91, you cut it. You see where I got that level from? Literally the open of this 5-minute green candle. If we break under that, I don't like it anymore. But this is where you start scaling out. We have a double top right now. Let's see who's in control, the Bulls or the Bears. But look at that. That trade was another 30 cents, guys. You don't need to hold. So we hit 90, almost 100, a full dollar on our contracts in 3 trades today from just scalping. Right? We hit with a good size and we sell the move. Anyone hit those calls? Look exactly where you rejected from. Perfect. But again, when we go from at the money, 596, we sell in the money. And this could still be bullish. I wouldn't get too bearish right now. This could just be a bear trap, getting everyone excited to be buying puts right now. Or this could legit be a double top and we put in a new low. We don't know. And you see when I told you, when we were in this call play, where this 5-minute candle opened at 596.92, that's your stop loss, right? Because if we broke the open, I don't trust it anymore. And look exactly what happened. This just prevented us from losing unnecessary amount of money, right? Yes, it was a tight stop loss, to be honest, and to be fair, but I don't know. That's just how I trade, right? I'm either going to catch the win and go with it, and if we back test at all, I'm out, and I'm just going to wait for added confirmation. Now, this is looking bearish now, right? This could potentially be a put right now, right? We have a double top. This is the retest of our key level, 596.64. This could be puts right now to a new low of day. But the trend is up. We had a strong bounce. The only thing that makes me bearish is obviously that double top, of course, and this previous 5-minute candle. But again, it could be a bear trap. I'm avoiding it. I'm green on the day. But if you are bearish, this is where you're supposed to be in puts right now, if you're bearish. I'm not saying to buy puts, but this is just a break and retest. I think a trap's going to get put in, personally. That's straight speculation, of course, and no evidence to prove, but this is a put right now, technically. Basic TA, this is a put. So let's see if it's going to be a trap, right? It's very hard to be in a trade right now. I would be in a put if I had to pick, just off a basic TA, right? Previous floor, we ran up, big rejection. This is the retest, bearish. Bears are in control. How do we tell? Previous 5-minute candle is bearish, which means the bears are in control. This should be a put. I don't like this range though. We already caught the best trades, right? Caught calls here, caught puts here, or puts here, and then puts here again, and then we caught calls here. And that's it. Micro trades. And if you look at the direction of the chart, if you look at the chart today, we pretty much, like, what other good trades were there other than buying calls at 595.75? That's a phenomenal trade, to be honest. But that's buying without even having confirmation, right? Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. And now, guys, I'm just sitting on my hands. Because if you look at the chart from yesterday, we pretty much did the same thing. There's a couple nice trades, nice put up here, right, where we got in, and it just consolidated for like a freaking hour. Pretty much consolidated the whole bloody day. All right, so today's Friday, no news. Let's see what happens. But we got a double top. Remember, I told you I would choose puts if anything, because bears are in control in this candle. This is a micro trade. What you're looking at right now, if you're in puts, is potentially putting in a higher low. Right? We take out this low, SPY's in a flush. But remember, yesterday was fake outs all day. We're consolidating pretty much the entire day. So every side of the move you're on, if you did not sell the move and you just waited, you would have just turned red, right? Learn to sell the move. A lot of people think of like percentages, right? There's a lot of people that trade. They're like, oh, I made 100% or I made 50%. If your contracts are freaking 30 and 40 cents, it does not matter. That means you only made 30 cents, right? This is why we size incorrectly and we sell the move. Don't worry about percentages. Worry about the how many cents your contracts move. It's easier to keep track of dollar amounts, right? You buy 10 contracts, you know every 10 cents is $100, whether it's 10 cents in your direction or 10 cents under where you bought in. So you're up 100 or down 100. Way easier to manage than percentages. So for the upside again, guys, this key level here, 597.32 to 598.20. If you want, just take my levels right now. We got another big level at 598.83. Another big level, 599.63. And if you're wondering where I get these from, a lot of these are just previous closes on SPY. I turn them into key levels when I'm done, hence why I have so many lines on my chart. But I'm a scalper, right? This is the best level to be watching, 601.30. 601.30 is the gap on SPY. This red dotted line is an open gap. SPY fills its gaps, right? Just a matter of time. And everything is bullish at the moment. So let's wait for confirmation. But I think that gap is going to fill. And if you're bearish, this is when you start looking for safer puts, right? 2 week out, month out, whatever your wave is for swing trading. 601.30 is the level to be watching. Anyone have any questions? Any stocks you want me to look at? Anyone keeping an eye on anything else? Want me to do some QQQ? Oh, QQQ looks way more bearish than SPY. It actually looks like SPY's chart yesterday. Exact freaking chart. Let's zoom out a bit. If SPY hold, or if the Qs hold support here, extremely bullish. We're putting in a new high. The Qs above 520, the Qs are bullish as a mofo. So we hold 520 here, it's gonna rocket, in my opinion. Let's take a look at Tesla. Tesla's bullish as a mofo. Let me look at the 30-minute. Zoom out a bit. So we got big resistance right here, 526.40. The highs of January 6th, right, is what we're watching. We hold this level as support, immense upside potential. This is potentially the make or break it level for Tesla, right? It could stretch up a little higher, right? Say 430. Or 429.80 pretty much. Wednesday's highs. We hold Wednesday's highs, Tesla's going to rocket. But this is, I think 430 is the best risk to reward for puts on Tesla. But as of right now, Tesla's bullish as hell. Higher highs, higher lows. I don't like saying do puts at any level when something's extremely bullish. We go with the wind. But there is levels to be watching at for a turnaround, for a reversal. And 430 for Tesla is the opportunity. If you see bearishness, if you see a rejection on the 30-minute time frame, that is going to be puts, right? Waiting for that. So the previous 30-minute candle back at SPY is bearish. It should be puts right now. And stop loss is new high of day if that's what you want to do. I don't like the entry right here, to be honest. But it's kind of weird, right? Look at 595. We got a support wick. And then look at 597.32. We have a rejection wick in this empty pocket right here. It could go either direction. But as of right now, the first 30 minutes of the day today, SPY is owned by the bears for the first 30 minutes. So bears are in control with this first 30-minute candle. Once we break the high of the previous 30-minute candle, we're going to rocket. It's going to change to bullish. Right? I like using the 30-minute as confirmation. Red candle, bears in control. Green candles, bulls are in control. The higher time frames you go, the more accurate they work out. But then again, there's been a lot of fake outs by market makers lately. So That's why I just like waiting for confirmation. Last time I traded another ticker other than the VIX and SPY. Good question. I sometimes I play earnings, right? But I buy shares when it comes to earnings on overreaction trades. I don't know. I don't fix something that's not broken, right? The longer you stare at one ticker, is the better you're going to start understanding it and how it works. So for me, I love SPY, but for some of my friends, they love the Qs. It's just preference, and I don't know. I just like the SPY. I love the SPY. The Qs are way more volatile with the tech, but a lot of people make a lot more money trading NQ and the Q. So it's all about preference. I don't go out, right? I don't buy any more stocks and long term invest until we start getting a dip. And I could be wrong, to be honest, for not buying the dip with stocks. But I just like being in control of my money, right? I like having a good entry, regardless of what it is. Even though freaking Meta could be bullish as hell, or Walmart's so bullish. They got big news coming. If I don't have a good entry, I don't even put my money in for investing, right? I wait for my entries. And this market's been so up and up and up and up and up. It's just been too scary for me to throw big money into long-term investing, to be honest. So that's just me. And like I said, I could be an idiot for not buying, because you never know, the bottom could be in, right? We don't have crystal balls, but we get a nice dip down to the 550s, 560s on SPY. Yeah, I'm going to start throwing some money in. So we just hit our key level. This is technically the make or break it level, the best level for puts. We are putting in higher highs and higher lows, so who knows what's going to happen. Remember, watch for a potential stair step today, right? We're keeping an eye on the higher highs and the higher lows. Right now, we do have a beautiful rejection from our key level in market trading hours. The first one we got was in the pre-market, so this is my make or break level here. I just need confirmation. I don't care about being in at the key level, right? I see the chart making higher highs and higher lows. I want that trend to change, and on a rejection where we took puts the first thing in the morning today, I'll get back in. I don't need to be in at the top. I don't need to be in now and chase. I'm waiting for the confirmation. That's it. So we have higher highs and higher lows. Once a lower high comes in, and then we get a rejection, we hop in. So the previous resistance we had at 596.64, we had a nice bearish sell off and bounce immediately at it. It's holding us as support at the moment. So let's wait to see. So I'm just waiting to see this how we close right here. I know a bunch of retail are hopping on this bearish 5 minute candle right off the key level. Some trades are very easy, right? And you don't expect the trade to be that easy, or sometimes there's fake outs, right? So this is why I'm avoiding puts right now, because the trend is higher highs and higher lows. Until we get confirmation, I will join the put side. As of right now, I'm not don't like it. Like, yes, this looks bearish right now, but the trend has not changed to a lower high and a lower low. So that's the reason why I'm not in puts. A lot of people are chasing puts right now because, yes, this is a bearish candle, but we know bearish candlesticks don't always work out. So I personally wait for confirmation. Good job, Shannon. What did you make there? 740. Great work. 30%. Amazing work. Good, 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 good. So the trend is still bullish at the moment, but we're under our key level, so I don't like to buy calls as well because we still have a resistance overhead, sorry. And what I'll do sometimes is I'll just add in sloping resistance. Right on the micro, I'm watching the 1 minute. We're breaking it. It's not even good enough. Yeah, trend's bullish. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. We are on track to put in a new high of day if we get above 597.32. And I do not want puts until we break under 596.64, the support. So I'm avoiding puts until we break under 596.64. That's it. Everything's bullish. Yes, this is a level we could reject that, but look at the higher highs, higher lows. So you don't want to train yourself to go against the trend. You want to just be playing with the trend. Even though this is the best level to be doing puts at, I don't want to go against the trend. I'd rather just wait. Wait for the confirmation to get into puts. Right now, there's no confirmation. Everything's bullish. No stats. I'm out. I'm out of XRP. I'm out. I'm not holding that. I think retail, everyone's getting so bullish on XRP and crypto, and that's when everything tanks. I've learned my lesson from the first crypto run up. I learned from other people's lessons. That's amazing, bro. You made a bag on that. Good for you. All right, now we got sloping resistance. Right now, this is what I like to do. Since we got a nice resistance right there, I'm going to connect it here. Right? And SPY just broke sloping support. So this is when I avoid calls until this sloping resistance breaks, right? But we still put in a higher low, but a lower high, so we got to wait to see. SPY's just validating this price before the next leg up, in my opinion. And if it doesn't, if we end up rejecting 596.64, we will retest the lows or the highs of yesterday. Don't FOMO. We're going to catch the same trade on the next 5-minute candle. This drop is still a higher low. So look at this pocket we have. 597.32 and 595.75. You play the break up or you play the break down. This nonsense area is going to be all chop. You wait for the confirmation, guys. I'm going to get going. I'm going to be live back on live stream in the Discord after lunch around 1 p.m. So you guys feel free to join us in this morning's afternoon session in the Discord. If you guys have any questions, just feel free to direct message myself. And yeah, guys, I'll be back on later. Hope you guys made some money today. I feel like I'm just wasting time being in this chop. SPY's been loving to do this lately. So I'm going to be back on at 1 p.m. If you guys need any help or anything, guys, give me a DM or let me know right in the comments below. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see everyone later on. And if not, I'll see everyone Sunday in the YouTube video. Take care, everyone.